So the fry are starting to be free swimming. We only have like 3 that are doing it right now. I gave the male a little bit of food. He's still in here because they're not done. So he's still taking care of the rest while they're putting them in the nest. But I did feed the male a little bit, so he's not going to be hungry and eat them. And I also put a bunch of water lettuce in here, and that's going to provide the fry with resting spots. And let's see if we can find any fry in here. If you can see here, there, if it can focus, they're still hanging, but as you can see, they're starting to be a little more vertical. Hi, hello, Daddy. And he's still taking care of them, so probably for the rest of the day today, I'm gonna leave him in here. But some already are starting to move, so probably tonight maybe might have to remove the male. And he's going to be going in here. I'll clean up this tank. I already have some water that's ready. I put an almond leaf in there. I'm just holding it down with a net so it doesn't float, so it fills the water with some tannins for him. And then I'll take out some of this water, clean up this tank, put some new water in here. It's nice and clean, and I'll put him in. I just thought it'd be fitting because he'd be able to watch his babies grow from this tank. So that is currently the update right now. I'm gonna check in a few hours. Hi guys, and welcome back to Creative Pet Keeping. This is yet another episode of Fishy Fan Friday, and this is when my koi pair spawned. And as of today, I'm filming in this same day as I uploaded. The babies are free swimming, but they're still kind of hiding amongst the water lettuce, so it's super difficult for me to try. Oh, there's one. There's another one. You see them? It's super difficult to try to film them. There's a couple hanging out up there. You'll see there's some movement. If you see any move, that's them. Kind of. Oh, the almond leaf is falling. So there's a lot of critters. Oh, there's one. Oh, there you go. There's one right there. You can see him. There's a lot of critters in this tank already because I did a very natural setup. There's different organisms, worms and little other critters that are swimming around this tank right now. And these babies have already been hunting for them. They're so cute. Look at this little one. I can't focus. But, so they're already starting to nibble on that. Dad is in this temporary quarantine setup somewhere under his almond leaves. Oh, he's over there by the heater. I just fed him a bit. He's kind of taking it easy, eating, making a lot of bubbles everywhere. I am going to move him probably today into this tank. I just wanted him to have some time where he can be in a really quiet setup and I can feed him a lot and he can have a lot of almond leaf to make sure he recovers from all the hard work he did of taking care of his babies. Mom is doing very well here. She's right there saying hi to Demon Betta, who's ignoring her. I took the cards off so they could look at each other. And then today I'm going to feed the babies their first ever meal, and that is going, besides the fact that there's a ton of food already in there, well, not a ton, but there's a decent amount of food in there, so technically if I didn't want to feed them for another day or two, they can sustain themselves in a bit. We would probably lose some, but there is food for them to live off of already in this tank, which is why I like a more natural setup versus a simple bare bottom setup. But nevertheless, I have some vinegar eels in here, and they're in here. Let's see if I can film them. Maybe I can put them in the light. So you can barely see them. There's a lot of little organisms kind of wiggling around in here. They're very small, and they're kind of congregated at the top. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't really have any good containers to separate them in from the vinegar, I'm going to actually put them in some of these test tubes for water testing. I cleaned 2 of them out. I'm going to put in some aquarium floss and some fresh water on top. and they're going to swim through the aquarium floss into the clear water, and then once they're in the water, I can put them in the tank. So this is kind of what I have. The vinegar eels with the vinegar are on the bottom layer. Then there is a bit of aquarium floss, which is just filtered fiber right here. That's put here. And then clear water that I prepared it yesterday. This is aged water with prime. So it's kind of in here. And what I do is I'm going to leave this for a while, maybe an hour or more. And then over time, the little eels will work their way up here to the top, and I'll be able to collect them. So this is the vinegar eels, if this will focus. Do you see them? They're all kind of wiggling at the very top. It's having a hard time focusing. There they are. So these are just very simple vinegar eels. They're not actual eels, but they're a good first meal for fry. There's definitely not something fry can live off of, but just until they're big enough to eat brine shrimp and other things. And you technically are supposed to use bigger containers to filter them out. I'm just using this until I buy something bigger, because I need to go to the store. But anything that's just a tall container that can separate out the vinegar. And yeah, that'll be the baby's first meal. Another thing I wanted to try was the Life Spectrum powdered food. So what I did is I put a very, very tiny, minuscule amount, like really tiny, in the top of the tank. And to my surprise, the fry are actually eating it. I've actually been observing for a while, and you can see them nibbling at the top, so they seem to like this food, even though they're too small to eat anything else, so that's cool. The thing about this is you have to feed so little. What I kind of did is I have a metal chopstick here, and I would just touch the metal chopstick tip to the powder, and then whatever tiny bit of powder got attached to the chopstick, I would just put it over the tank and just kind of tap it, and it would gently fall and spread over the top. And the camera can't pick it up, but I've noticed that the babies are eating it, so I might actually be using this as well. The key is very, very tiny amounts, because this stuff can probably dirty your tank very fast. So like way, less is better. Very minuscule, just good addition of food for the fry. So here's the food again. It is micron particles, Life Spectrum Grow Fry Starter. This is not sponsored, I just wanted to try this out. And you can't really see, because see, there's like a little tiny film of little tiny particles at the top of my tank. You want it to be there, but you want it to be very minimal. If there's a big film of all this stuff covering your tank, I would assume this will make your tank very dirty. So just use very minuscule amounts, but I've noticed the fry, certain fry going up to the top, and all the just moisture dripping down. Actually coming up to feed on this, so that's really good to know, especially because the vinegar eels that I'm going to be feeding are not very nutritious, but this stuff, if you look at the nutritional list right here, if it will decide to focus, it's got a ton of vitamin D and fat and all sorts of stuff, so this might give my babies a little bit of a head start before I also put them on brine shrimp. I think I'll probably give this to them in very minuscule amounts every day. So I took out all the decorations, and I'm going to clean this tank, clean the glass, vacuum the gravel, put all the decorations back in. They're all just hanging out right here. I'll put the heater back in, wait for the water to heat up to the appropriate temperature, and then the male will go in here for now. He's going to have this whole tank to himself at the moment. Okay, so I cleaned up the tank. It's a little yellow because there is some tannins in here that will of course help him. It's definitely less tannins than in here. This is super yellow. But he's in the breeding container for now, so I can better observe him. And so I can also feed him a bit better. He's going to be fed extra for the next couple of days. He has no neighbors right now because I don't want to stress him out. I want him to have a few days of solitude and resting after all the predicaments. But as you can see, you can kind of see him better than in the other tank because it's not as yellow in here as the other one. But he is turning a bit blue. His dorsal fin is becoming a bit blue. And he has some blackishness happening, so it's definitely interesting to see what colors he will turn to. But he's doing very well, and I'm happy that he didn't get injured as well as the female. So to answer some of your questions about selling the babies, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do. I might be setting up a website for creative pet keeping where I will probably be able to sell there. I still have quite a bit of time to figure everything out, and there's also always the possibility that this batch of fry might not make it if I make any mistake or something goes wrong. So, you know, I don't want anyone to get their hopes up just yet. But definitely think I might need to do a website, and then what I might do is the first few males and females that I'm not keeping but that I think are nice, I might send or ship out to a few breeders or friends that I know, just to be kind of like a test, because I haven't shipped fish before, so I need to figure out a system of how to box them and do everything properly. So I'll probably do that first, and then I will make the rest of the fish available. I think I'll probably maybe take pictures on my website, make a website because I don't have one yet, and then let you guys probably order the babies. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I was thinking about maybe when I am ready, either have them available as they become available. So of course the ones that I'm jarring would be available first versus the ones that would be in here growing out. Or I can wait till I have a larger batch available, maybe give you guys a day or two to look at them before they become available, so then you guys have a chance to see them and pick out your favorite. So we'll see. Whatever I'm gonna do, I'm not sure yet. I will give you guys announcements ahead of time. I will be saving a few for myself, and I will be saving a very small amount of them as well for breeders that some people have contacted me to breed that are interested in a few, so those will get separate priority, and then everyone else will have access to all these little babies. I mean, I think I have at the moment at least 50 to 80 because I thought I had less, but I have a lot more. There's some might die off, so we'll see how it goes. If all goes well, I am contemplating breeding the koi female again, either with this male or finding her another male to breed. That would be another koi or sulfane, because I do want to continue her lovely pattern. I really prefer her koi pattern. So we'll see how that goes, but still figuring out, guys. I know you guys are excited, and I'm gonna figure out a system that kind of will work for you guys. I still have to figure out a way to price the females and males, because shipping is expensive for live fish, because it has to be 1 to 2 day shipping. So I need to figure out a price that will be very fair and affordable to you guys, plus the shipping, because I don't want you guys to go broke trying to get my little babies. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this update. I got to see the little babies, even though they're really too tiny to really see them. And got to see Mr. Bubbles. I'll update you guys on the female tank next time. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Be sure to like this video in the comments down below. Let me know, do you think I should start I can't words today. Do you think I should give it a try and actually attempt to breed for temperament besides breeding for nice koi bettas, which is originally kind of what I wanted to do? And if you wanted to breed for temperament, what would you do? What would be your selective process? Let me know. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have anybody that likes bettas, likes fish, bunnies, cats, or dogs. Tell them to subscribe so this channel can grow and we can do really awesome things together. I hope that you have a great day and that this video made you smile.